Whoa. I'm not live. Okay, I'm live and my hair is a hot mess because I've had this on. So yeah, I actually just came around back online to, holy shit. I look like a cockatoo no matter what I do. Anyways, hey Crystal. Yeah, I just came on to give basically an up. Fucking hat ruined my hair. It won't stay down now. Yeah. So if you can sit through the fucked up hair, well then, awesome. It's going to be different. I ordered some human hair extensions because I loved my hair. And for those of you that know my situation in California, I was literally being harassed about things that I was not doing. I attempted to make myself hideous to all other creatures on the planet, so I shaved my head like a jackwagon. And thus began my short hair journey. And I hate it. Needless to say, it's finally growing. It's like, I mean, it's been growing this whole time, but it's been, when did I shave it? Probably August of last year or September. And I've kept the sides shaved and the back, but this I've only trimmed maybe twice. So if I hadn't cut it, it would probably be about this long. Needless to say, I was keeping dreadlock extensions in my hair because I love them. I loved my dreads so much. I still have my dreadlock extensions. I just don't like to put the glue in my hair, so I don't have them in there. I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos and learning new techniques. I went to cosmetology school, but with one thing they don't teach you in cosmetology school, well, at least not while I was there, was anything about extensions. It's like a specialty kind of like continued education sort of thing. At least it was when I was going to school for cosmetology. It was basically cut and style and perm and color is what we would learn. I think we might have learned a few basics about extensions, but nothing in depth. I think, like I said, it was more like a continued education thing. So anyhow, I've been doing lots of different experiments with my hair. I've done glue-in extensions. I've done my glue-in dreads. I recently discovered that you can make the dreads and then not have to glue them. You can actually marry your hair to the end of the dread extension rather than braiding it in. That was a new interesting technique I was learning, and I think I might try. Anyways, I got black and burgundy, black ombre, goes to burgundy, human hair extensions. I'm waiting for them to get here in the mail. It took PayPal like 6 freaking days to process my payment. And I purposely ordered hair from a certain vendor so that I could get it within a few days because they have great shipping time. Ugh. PayPal fucked me off in that area. So yeah. Anyhow, that should be here probably by Friday. But I got 3 bundles, so that should be enough to actually make me 3 different options. I can make a set of clip-ins, I can make a set of dread extensions, and I can make a set of beaded wefts. I don't know if anyone knows what those are, but they're like, yeah, they're glueless, and so you don't have to sew them or glue them in. They have little micro beads. I have the micro beads somewhere. Micro links that just crimp down on your hair. So since I've dyed my hair, it's much easier to blend. When you have blonde hair like mine is naturally, and you have extensions, you can definitely see the ends of your hair. Like you're the bluntness or the blunt different. Like if you have long extensions and short hair, you can totally see it doesn't blend well. Like you have to have like almost a short layered cut to blend with the hair up here if your hair is this short, or you'd have to have like a Joe Dirt mullet going on. So, which is not what I'm into. That being said, the only way to really blend this short of hair in is to either have it black, which I love. I think I look great with black hair when I have eyebrows. Even when I don't, I think black fits me better than the blonde. It makes my eyes pop. Anyways, yeah. So why did I come on here? Just to update everyone, let everyone know I'm doing okay. There's a few people that are like calling me, Crystal, Not targeting you either, sweetheart. I don't want anyone to feel neglected by me or irritated by me or feel like I'm just being a douche because I'm not answering my phone. I work at home now. Um, for the duration of quarantine, I'll be working at home, I believe. Hopefully, I can still continue to work at home afterwards. That would be freaking awesome, but I don't know. That being said, I work from 7 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. and the past few days I did a little bit of overtime. So yeah, I'm like on the phone all day, and then at the end of the day, I'm just I don't even want to talk to anyone, and I really feel like a douche for doing that. So I don't want people to be. Yeah, Crystal, you're not the only one. I'm so sorry. So I've been working at home. I've been doing well. I want to get a car. I'm pretty close. I've already got some money saved up for a deposit. I want you guys to look forward to a video. I'm going to do a tutorial video when I do my hair. When I get my hair, I'm going to do a few tutorials. I'm going to probably do all 3. If I can find the patience to make the dread extensions with the human hair. I bought hair from West Kiss. It's called, they got great reviews on YouTube. They've got great reviews. Are you serious? They've got great reviews for their hair. Anyways, I'm excited. I don't feel like myself with short hair. I don't like it. I don't feel feminine. I don't feel like Ember. Like when I shaved my head, my hair was literally, okay, right before I shaved it, it was down to the small of my back, almost to my butt. It was layered, so it was only like a small amount of it that was that long, but it tapered down because it was layered. And then I cut it all the way up to here. And then I shaved everything but except for these bangs in the front that were like this long. And then everything else was shaved. And then I just shaved all of it. Like, it was awful. I just wanted to be ugly, and it was the worst way to go about it. Like, I don't know why I wanted to be ugly. I was just being harassed so much. It was ridiculous. So there's still a bunch of naysayers saying, oh my God, no, she wasn't. She was hallucinating. She's psychotic. She's blah, blah, blah. Okay, so why am I in Arizona and not having any of these problems? Why, pray tell? I mean, I still have some of my problems, but like the issues that I have seem to be geographically specific, which just doesn't make sense for mental health or psychosis, okay? At all. A lot of my family is very critical and judgmental about me, and I'm trying to not take it personal. I'm trying to understand that they haven't been able to be a part of or understand exactly what I've gone through, and so I maybe have to give them time to be able to accept that nothing was as it seemed to be. Yeah. Anywho's, yeah, I don't want to get too into that because that's just going to probably upset me. Anyhow, my hair is really doing a number for me today. It's finally growing. It should probably in the next year or by the end of this year, it should be down to here at least. But yeah, I'm going to be adding hair extensions, so you just wait. I've been up until now, I've only had synthetic hair. I couldn't afford human hair. So like, and I tell you what, they better last as long as everyone's saying. Like people with their reviews are saying I've had these for a year, 2 years, and they're still going strong. So we'll see. We'll see. I hope so because it's not a huge purchase, but it's definitely not synthetic hair cheap. My dreads cost $8 a bag, and I think I only needed like 2 bags to do my hair. So like a $15 hairdo, my dreads were. What was the other style I had? My Senegalese twists, the same. They were like $6.99 a bag. So that's like a $15 hairdo. But I just didn't like the glue. So yeah, I don't care. I mean, I don't know if anyone really gives a flying fuck about what I'm talking about now, but I haven't been on YouTube for a while. I tried to upload a video from my telephone. I don't know if it's uploaded yet or not. I don't know if it was successful because I seem to have issues uploading things from my phone. I can't go live on my phone. I guess I'm not approved for mobile live streaming or whatever. But yeah, so I'm going to put my hat back on. I'm going to go cook me some dinner and yeah. Just want to let everyone know they're still alive. I'm doing fan-fucking-tabulous considering. I do get exhausted and overstimulated and overwhelmed. By the end of the day, I do feel like a douche when I can't talk to people, and I don't know. I'm like overly apologetic, so sorry for that. Look at the dog. Bella? Bella? What are you doing? She's just resting her head on the windowsill. Poor puppy. She's like me. Actually, she actually really wants to go out there. Me, I could care less. Hi, baby. Say hi to everybody. Say hello. I smell like a poopy. Oh, you stink. You got doggy breath. Don't lick me, please. I hate licks. I don't like kisses. I don't like kisses. Say hi to everyone. So I am Bella Dogna, Baby Bella Cheese. That's what I call her. All her nicknames. Her nicknames are Poor de Bella Mushroom, Baby Bella Cheese, Bella Dogna. What are you looking for? Bella de Ball. Okay, I'm petting you. See? Isn't she adorable? If you don't pet her, she'll make you. Watch. What's going on? You comfy? I think she's looking for scraps. What up, dog? Here, is that in your way? Oh, no, please don't. Oh, God, don't do that. That is so gross. I'm sorry. I just made her feel bad because she started licking my toes. That's disgusting. What the problem? No, she's walking around in circles. Aww. Poor Bella. Poor the Bella Mushroom. She'll curl up and then she'll sit there and whine. What's the worst is when I'm on the phones for work, like she'll get in her little kennel because it's like a doghouse for her. I just leave it open. She goes in and out as she pleases, but she gets in there and she starts to dig like she's in the dirt. And then I'm on the phone and all you can hear is digging in the I'm just like, fuck. I can't have that. I'll get in trouble. So like, yeah. Crazy dog. So we got to move the kennel into the living room. Oh, and then she does that. She's not whining for any particular reason. She just. What's the matter? I gotta get her some toys or something. She won't play with toys. She doesn't like them. She just wants attention. She's an attention whore. She doesn't really want to play with herself. She wants to play with everyone else. That's okay. Anyways, yeah, so yeah. You have a good day too, Crystal. I'm sorry. I really feel like a douche because I can't really talk to people, but I don't know how to explain it. It's all part of my disorder. Autism spectrum disorder is also actually high functioning autism spectrum disorder. It's sometimes I can do it and sometimes I can't. And so like people mistake that for, okay, I've seen you do it before, so why can't you do it now? They don't understand that there's outside factors that play a huge part in when I can do things and if I can do things and how I do things. So people think high functioning means I'm higher functioning. And thank you for understanding. And then when I get on the phone too, it's also difficult. Like towards the end of the day, I'm not able to necessarily get things out as well as I'd like to. I still get them out and have to communicate with people, but I'm asking people a lot. Like, does that make sense? Are you understanding me? And I don't want to make them feel stupid. I'm just making sure that I'm clear in what I'm trying to say. And I kind of second guess myself a lot. So I think maybe in time, the more versed I get in it, the more practice I get actually answering, because the questions are not always the same, but they're very similar. So as soon as I get like my own, Bella, it's okay.
As soon as you get you on Bella?
No, well, she's whining and it's driving me nuts. As soon as, I love you. As soon as I get my own, like, I do better when when it's a conversation or something I'm used to answering. What do they call it? God, how do you explain it? When I'm versed in something, like almost scripted. Like when life is scripted for me, it's so much easier because, and I think that's another reason that people like me, people with ASD, we quote television a lot, because it's like a versed, scripted way of living life and having conversations because we're so unsure of how to actually do it with everyone. I know there's like some people that I can carry on a conversation with because I'm used to conversating with them and it's no problem. But then there's other people that I'm just like, no, I don't know how to conversate. And that's when, bless you. That's when like movie quotes and things like that come in play. But then I really feel like I haven't, Bella's being a one. Yes, she is. But what was I saying? Yeah, sometimes I have a friend that does the same thing, like quotes out of movies a lot. And I'm just like, huh? And they're not movies I'm familiar with, or they are movies I'm familiar with, but I'm just, because I have ADD, so like I'm familiar with certain parts of certain movies, but then someone will say a quote from the same fucking movie, and I don't know what the fuck they're talking about because it's not a part that I was attentive to. So like I have my own bits and pieces of movies that I relate to, but then other people will quote the same fucking movie, and I'm just, what are you talking about? Like, and they'll say, oh, this movie, and I'll be like, yeah, but I don't remember that part. It's because my brain picks out certain parts and their brain picks out a certain other part. So yeah, life is just a big fucking conversation, and I'm lost the whole time. I don't ever know what to say, what I'm supposed to say, who expects me to talk, if I'm supposed to talk, when I'm supposed to. It's just a pain in my ass. And then I see other people that are so good at communicating and talking, and I'm just like, how do you do that? Literally, I think that in my brain. I'll be sitting there watching people on people on talk shows or stuff, or people that just talk or conversate in normal life. I'm just like, how do you do that? How? And you wouldn't know by watching me or listening to me do this like this right now. It's just me talking off the top of my mind, but I'm not interacting with people. I mean, except for a few messages on the side, but like I'm not having a two-way conversation. So it's easy for me to just ramble on about nothing forever. And that happens in conversations too. When I'm talking about things that I'm interested in, people will be like, we got to go rearrange the bedroom so we can bring the kettle in here so you don't disturb my phone calls anymore. So, okay, that's about it for now. YouTube, I just wanted to check and let everyone know that I'm okay. I haven't had very many informative, or I was really liking the children's books that I was reading for my channel. Mainly because I got such a good response to that. Like really, my most viewed video was the Dr. Seuss Christmas. Which one was it? And it was quick. Like the response was quick, and I loved it. It was so rewarding. Yes, and it wasn't even like a screen because most of the books I've done on my YouTube channel are like, stop, Bella, please. Were like the screen shared, what do you call it, screencast? But the first one I did, I actually had to record with my phone because I would pull up the book up with my library card, my online library, whatever, and I would check out the book and I would read it. And so the kids could see the pictures and I could read it and they could read along. But I had to do the first one with my phone because I didn't have the capability of screencasting and recording it. So yeah, and that's the one I got the best response with. It was pretty awesome. I think it was Dr. Seuss Knows Christmas, or Cat in the Hat Knows Christmas, or something. I don't know. Cat in the Hat Knows Christmas, I think. What was the first book I did on my YouTube, Nan? Okay, she doesn't care. She's like, leave me alone. Anyway, yeah, I got such a great response. That was awesome because it's something I have a passion for kids. I really love kids. You wouldn't believe it based on what you probably might hear from other people, but anyone that's interacted with me, I know at Gospel Rescue Mission, I loved the kids there. They were awesome. Yeah, my interactions were like short, quick minutes here and there because I do get a little bit concerned about Bella. Are you done? Are you just mad because I'm not paying attention to you? She's funny. She makes me feel awful. Like I feel like I'm neglecting something. I just don't know what it is. How can I help you? Are you just stressed out? Are you anxious? What's the problem? No. I want to help you not have to whine. You're making me feel horribly neglectful to you. Okay, fine. I wonder if it's just the way she... It can't be her just sitting a certain way and whining. Anyhow, I'm sure you guys are tired of hearing me ramble on about nothing. I'm going to try to get some more children's books in because I do love books. Can you stop making fun of the way I talk?
I love you.
I love you too. I have brain damage A from overdosing on a lot of psych medicines that I shouldn't have. And people don't realize that. Like I've always had my disorder, but it's never been this bad. And I do believe that exposure to very high levels of certain psych meds. I did attempt suicide several times, and only 3 of those times I was hospitalized. The other times I either woke up pissed off that I woke up, or I induced vomiting and pumped my own stomach, hoping that it was going to be okay the next day. Which is
because I was there.
That was one time, yeah. But that time, see, that did happen one time. I was being abused, like, over the telephone while she was there. And I just wanted to go to sleep with her in my arms and never have to wake up again and let go of her. I didn't want to have to give her back to Jeff at the end of the weekend. I didn't fully think it through. Like, I was just like, if I just want to go to sleep holding her and never have to wake up again, because I'll be so much happier that way. And then after I did what I did, which was take all my pills, I was like, oh my God, if she wakes up and I'm not waking up, she's going to freak the fuck out. She's going to be traumatized. And what am I thinking? Like, that's not anything she'll be able to handle. And so once I thought about that, God, we went on to a real serious subject all of a sudden, didn't we? Do you remember that, baby? Mm-hmm. I'm so sorry. I tell her all the time I'm so sorry for that. Every time we remember that. I called Jeff, the jerk off that was supposed to come get her the end of the weekend. And I called her real father. Her real father was not even in the States, so he couldn't help. Jeff wouldn't. He's like, well, just go to sleep and see how you feel in the morning. I was like, Jeff, I'm telling you, I took too much medication and I need you to come get her because I can't go to the hospital with her. He's, oh, I can't make it out there. Just go to sleep and see how you feel in the morning. I was like, you stupid son of a bitch. Anyway, so I ended up just making myself throw up as much as I could. I explained to her what was going on. I didn't tell her exactly what was going on. I didn't tell her that I was attempting to kill myself. I had to handle it in a very sensitive way. I just informed her, okay, mommy took too much medication and it's going to make her sick if she doesn't throw it up. And she's like, okay. I say, I don't want you to be worried. I don't want you to be upset, but I can't go to the hospital and nobody can come get you. And she's like, okay. And I was like, so mommy has to throw up. And she was just, I think, kind of worried about me because I was having to make myself throw up. And then she realized, I explained to her that Jeff was going to pick her up the next day. And then she was more upset about that than she was about me not being well. And so her big sister kept in contact with her on the phone. I made myself throw up as much medication as I could. This is really upsetting to me that it even got pushed to that point, and that still, even then, I had no support. Like, everyone was just like, oh, no. Okay, don't you guys, I don't understand. I don't understand why no one understood. Those are some serious, come on, like, that's a serious indicator that the issue was way out of hand. Like, why would Jeff even want to put us through that? And even after I was pushed to the point of such extreme measures, nobody even gave a fuck that our rights were being violated so much that this was happening. Like, they just blamed me for having this reaction. They put me in mental hospitals. They insisted I take medication. They insisted I had all these mental instabilities and issues. And all it was that this man was keeping my child from me and forcing me to let him raise her when I knew he did not even have the mindset or understanding of what a parent's responsibilities are. Ugh. I'm so angry about all of that. But needless to say, I made myself throw up everything I could. I explained to her that everything was going to be okay. I gave her the phone. I let her dad and her real dad, I let her dad know that this is what was going on. I would think I'm going to be okay. We're going to go to sleep. I'm giving her the phone. So if you want to check on her or me however often, I'm giving her the phone, showing her how to call you, showing her how to keep in contact with you. And I guess every 15 minutes to 30 minutes, they were checking with her to make sure I was okay. Her big sister was, and her dad. Jeff didn't give a rat's ass. He just said, go to sleep and let me know how you feel in the morning. Which I guess is all for the better, because that's something he probably would have attempted to use against me anyways. Cause such mental instability and then complain that the problem is mental instability. The mental instability was him, and it was caused by him. And like, he just needed to get the fuck out of our lives and leave us alone. That's what no one out here realizes. Anyhow, so we went to bed that night. We said a prayer before we went to sleep. I said, Mommy's going to be okay. I'm just going to go to sleep. I'm tired. I threw up all the medicine. I know it's kind of scary, and I know you don't want to go home tomorrow, but I have to, not home, to Jeff's. I know you don't want to go back to Jeff's, but Mommy has to do this because that was really not a good decision. I didn't explain to her that was what was happening, that I had made a bad decision and not thought it through. I'm really glad that I had the presence of mind to think it through, even though the action had already been taken and extreme measures had to be taken to make sure she and I were both okay. But I mean, God, why did it even get to that point? And why have I never had enough support from family and friends to even prevent that from happening? Like, no one would listen to us, to Linnea and Amber. No one would listen to Linnea and Amber. It was always, she just do what the court says. And then Jeff, oh, well, she's mentally unstable. She's got to prove to me that she can. I didn't have to prove anything to him. And no matter how well I did, no matter how much progress I made in his eyes, as if his eyes mattered, it still was not enough. It was, no matter how many times I met the standards he would set, there would always be another one that would pop up in its place. Like, it was only obvious that he was using her to control me and to be in control of something. So, yeah, I don't want to think about that now, but it's another thing I'm upset about. Like, I don't have any way of taking legal action all by myself. I just don't. I don't have the ability to push myself through that and I go through it every day enough as it is. Like, I am mentally taxed every day because of what's happened to us for the past 14 years. And to have to go through that with an attorney and all these other things to take action on my own is going to be extremely difficult. And I think if or when I'm ever ready to do that or able to do that, it's going to be too late. And they're just going to say, oh, well, why didn't you take action? And blah, blah, blah. I already know what's going to happen. Like, I really would love for us to be able to get justice, not only for myself and Linnea, but also for her older sisters, because they've suffered a lot more than they realize at this point. They've gone through a whole lot that they never had to. And understandably, they believe it's kind of understandably. I'm held responsible for a lot of it, but it's so completely out of the ordinary, so completely against what would normally and naturally and legally, according to law, what would have and should have happened. There's such an extent of violation of our rights blatantly. And so much of it is being covered up, and people don't realize that. They're just looking at me like, well, why would this happen to you? Like, why would they do that? Why would they be lying? Rather than actually understanding the extent of the law and how much the law should have been protecting us, and how often and how many times, how long and how many times they actually just completely showed no regard to state law, showed no regard to our constitutional rights, showed no regard to our human rights as mother and child. And we've suffered a lot. It's irreparable harm has been done. And I don't know that I will ever get justice for that. I don't know that my children will ever get justice for that. I know my son killed himself. And I know that definitely was one of the main factors. Everything that was going on with me and Linnea, regardless of whether he understood what was going on or not, it kept me from him. It kept me from his two older sisters. And we've all suffered gravely because of it. And I'm so fucking upset that I don't know how to get the legal help I need to get. And I don't know how to obtain support from my family or anyone that I feel safe with enough to be able to take legal action against these people that have done this to us. It's so unbelievable that no one believes us, if that makes sense. People have said to me already, like, why would they be lying, Amber? Why would they be lying? Why would they be lying about all of this? How could all of this be lies? Like, so everyone's just making shit up about you. Believe it or not, the town was small enough and the man's family was not prominent in the family, but everybody knows everybody in that town. And for some reason, like, okay, we grew up with this guy. So that took precedence over my child's mental and physical and emotional health. Nobody really cared about her or me. It was more, what's the word? Loyalty. Like, okay, we've known you for years, so we're like loyal to our homie or our hood or such and such. He's from our hood. We grew up in the same neighborhood or whatever. And seriously, there's people like that working in social services and CPS and the judicial system that are taking social connections, social whatevers, and using them as leverage, abusing their position in life and their position in it's abuse of power. It's abuse of power. And the man that did this to us was a convicted sex offender against minors. He's a convicted violent criminal. He's been proven to be abusive to other people, and has had nerve to go to court and claim that I was a criminal in 2 states. Are you kidding me? You're not the father of my child, and you're a sex offender against minors, convicted at least once, arrested at least 4 different cases for sex offenses against minors. I barely knew this man. And it was so difficult for me to convey to people that I was not a willing participant in anything. I didn't think that I needed to. I mean, I was constantly evading him. Like, I was constantly asking people, please don't let him in. Please don't, if he asks if I'm here, don't tell him. I don't know how much more clear you can get that you're trying to stay away from someone than that. But just because I wasn't anyone that would initiate conflict or that would participate in conflict, because it didn't, I mean, obviously doesn't feel safe for me to be in the middle of any kind of conflict, especially with him. He was very violent. He stabbed me in the foot. He punched me in the face. He body slammed me in the park. Every time I had anything of value, he would take it from me. I was robbed by him repeatedly and helped. The police aided and abetted him in stealing my child's phone from her. Like, seriously, his girlfriend, Ebony, or whoever she is, bullied my child out of her phone. And they were allowed to keep it. The police said I couldn't report it stolen because it was taken for disciplinary action. That's ridiculous. That's bullshit. And I'm still paying for that phone. I'm still paying for it. $350, $15 a month. I still have to pay for that phone. And I can't do anything about it through the phone company because I don't have a police report. They won't let me file one. Outrageous. Outrageous. Anyways, okay, I'm getting a little bit too serious in my conversation here. I'm going to go ahead and go. I got to get something to eat, and I'm starting to be short of breath, so that means I'm getting too much anxiety right now. So thank you for watching. Yeah, I will be back with some hair tutorials as soon as my hair comes in the mail. The next time I come on, I'll put some eyebrows on, okay? So everyone have a fan-fucking-tabulous night. Thank you for watching. Whew. End the stream. Thank you.